Hi everyone, we are very excited for the next project. This project, I pick a title is Gathering. After 2 years of pandemic and stay at home, and this is a time for us to celebrate and then together. So this one right here, I would like you to write down a list of gatherings with your families and friends. You can think about school activity or other event like a sports, maybe a music concert. Write everything down at first. You don't have to draw yet, just write everything down.
Yeah, it could be things like your birthday get together, or maybe like a religious gathering like a baby blessing, or a social gathering like in Spanish they have like a Cinco de Mayo, or a quinceañera, sorry.
Or we just celebrate the Chinese New Year's with the Lantern Festival. So those events, it will be a good idea for you to start with. Second, I would like you to start to gather the photos or taking photos. So this one, you can look through your old photo album, or you can retake it by posting it for your project. Okay.
Might be fun to look at parents or grandparents' photo album too.
Okay, and after that, we're going to talk about the Japanese prints and how the Japanese prints influence the Impressionists. So you're going to choose one of the following, either use a Japanese print or Chinese paintings. And that will help you to finish and help you to design your drawing and painting as well. In this assignment, you need to at least 2 people, and your artwork need to have a background. You can choose from a variety of different cultural backgrounds. You can use your own cultural background as well. But I do want you to take consideration with Japanese print and also Chinese painting. Okay. On this one, we can see this one right here is a Japanese print, and with the bridge that people travel through the bridge. And then you have a boat underneath. So Monet, who is a very well-known Impressionist artist, he also adopted this idea and also this concept, this design into his painting of the lily garden. Okay, so that is one example.
So here we have a painting more traditional American, and also a Japanese painting of a mother and a daughter, and that intimate moment where they are hugging and giving comfort.
So you can see that this is done by Mary Cassette. She is an American artist, but she lived in Europe for longer than she lived in America. And you can see right here that Mary Cassette is adapting again with a Japanese print that composition. Okay. This one right here, you can see that Mary Cassette again is using the content or the concept of writing letter as a very personal moment, as a very special moment for you to send out your message to someone else. Okay. So those are the composition that we're going to talk about today. This one is a formal composition, meaning that one person on the left and then the other person on the right. They are symmetrical balance, meaning one equal the other side, but the pattern and the pose is slightly different. So if I would have used this one as my format to design my own drawing, I will pose again, and this time maybe you can do 2 people are having a conversation, or they can be reading book in the library. Okay, so you can adapt the same idea, but using that format or using that design. See how the background that has been divided with the door frame. Instead of dividing half, right here, it has a little bit, from here to here is less than from here to here. And then there's a pattern repeating all over again. And here is a shadow of the other room might have a people there, and then they cast a shadow. So I think this pieces is also a very good example for you to use.
So this is this Mary Cassette also?
Yes, this is also a Mary Cassette.
This is Mary Cassette again, and it's kind of a traditional setting of traveling as a family, and how, in this case, they're traveling probably in Paris because of the bridge in the background. And she makes the focal point of the child being the important thing, as the mother is looking down, and also the colors that she uses.
Yeah, and then you can also see right here, Mary Cassette is using this rectangular to divide it to the background, and you can see right here again. Okay, so think about the way that you can divide it, or you can just simply changing your background to be more of Japanese print kind of background.
Influence.
Yeah. Okay, so here it has more than two people's composition. And here you can see the eye movement kind of geared toward to the left because they are all looking something on the left. But in the same time, this branches is leading you back to those two people in there. And so it's good that you can kind of directing the eyes movement, okay, going back to here. Same thing, the background, you can have a landscape in the background as well, okay? Here's another example. This could be maybe you are doing a tryout shoes at the store and people is trying to help you to fit in the right size. So be creative and to imagine and to relate how is this painting to today's life, or how is that composition that you can use for your experience or your daily life, okay? So here is a Japanese wood print that you can use. And then the other one, we can, I was talking to the student earlier this week that their fun memory or their fun time with the family is a dinner time. So if you write down one of the lists is dinner time, instead of just draw a dining table, you can create this window, and you can just use this window, this door, even though your house probably don't look exactly like that, but that's okay. And then you can change the person inside.
Yeah, so the open window almost is like an invitation for us to come in and participate with them, right?
Correct, yeah. So here's another one. They are, seems like at the restaurant, someone is entertaining them. And also there's a waiter is bringing the food. So thinking about the time that you're going to the restaurant, and maybe you don't have a photo for it, but again, you can kind of pose it. I hope that you can, thinking about the time, maybe you're trying to get ready for school. Of course, you're probably not going to have people helping you to put the makeup on. But I thought this was a very fun time. See how this bird was looking at them too. So you can make arrangement, not necessary to putting the makeups on, but you can make it as that you and your friends are playing some makeup time, or you and your friend get together, or very simply that maybe you are doing some reading on computer and your parents is coming to help you, okay? And then you can, again, making this kind of setting, but you do have to change the person, okay? Here's more of gathering. This one used to be someone is dropping off, like this right here. You have a lady that you know, she probably is from the very wealthy, very wealthy family, and she has servant that helping her to go to places. So you can do going to school, but instead of servant following you, you can have your friends all following you, or you following your friend to go into school. And this person here could be your parents, right? Dropping you off.
It could even be like going to the airport or a bus station.
Yeah. Okay. So this one right here, I remember the first day of school, you always had to get your registration's name and to line up, and this could be, you know, the table that you get your name or get your registrations sheets or your package. And this one here, it could be maybe someone is delivering a package for you, or maybe someone is deliver a pizza for you as well. This painting here, you can think about the time that you're going to museum and to look at the painting, and there's a lot of people gathering and talking about the painting, or taking picture of the painting. Okay, this one remind me of the birthday, like this right here. The Spanish is they using piñata, that you can record that event or you can create that event as well. Okay, when is the last time you hang out with your friends by the creek and you just spend the afternoon in being relaxed and also being having a fun conversation?
Yeah, it could even be the ocean or the beach here.
Yeah.
Kind of scene.
Yeah, Turtle Rock has a creek. Right now probably it's drying out, but you can recreate the environment. It doesn't necessarily have to be realistic. Okay.
This is kind of like a street market almost, huh?
Right.
Or a fair.
Or when you go order some food from vendor, and they kind of you kind of pick your or like ice cream, right? I remember I always have fun to pick up an ice cream bar from the ice cream man truck. All right, I hope those help you to do the assignment or the project for figure. Again, today, or the first step is you have to write down all the list of the event that you gather with your family or your friends. And then second is to gather the information and pick either Japanese wood print or Chinese painting to be the guideline or to be like a format for you. Then you can start to do the thumbnail. Okay, I hope this helped.